You were not born weak, confused, or lost. You were slowly trained to become dependent on approval. From your earliest years, you were conditioned to believe that authority comes before action and permission comes before power. You were taught that knowledge must be given, that success must be granted, and that greatness requires validation from systems. But look closely at the men who actually shape the world. They do not ask, they take. They do not wait for instruction. They move with incomplete information and figure everything out along the way. The system told you that credentials create capability, but reality proves that capability creates everything else afterward. And this is the lie that quietly keeps millions of people average, obedient, and permanently waiting for their turn. There was a moment, maybe small and almost invisible, where you felt something was off about everything. You followed the path, listened to the rules, did what you were told, yet something inside felt restricted. It felt like running on a treadmill that promised progress, but kept you exactly where you started. That feeling was not confusion. It was awareness trying to break through years of mental conditioning. Because deep down, you already knew something dangerous, something the system hopes you never fully realize. You do not need permission to become powerful. You only need the willingness to act without it. The educated man is trained to solve problems that already have answers written somewhere in a textbook. But the self-taught man operates differently. He steps into problems where no clear answers exist yet. He learns not to pass exams, but to survive uncertainty, dominate chaos, and extract opportunity from confusion. Where others see risk, he sees raw material, something unfinished that can be shaped through relentless experimentation. This difference is not small. It is the exact reason why some people follow systems and others create them. The system runs on something called just-in-case knowledge, information stored for a future that may never arrive. But the self-taught man learns differently. He operates on just-in-time knowledge, driven by immediate necessity. Look at Frederick Douglass, who risked everything just to learn how to read forbidden words in secret darkness. Now compare that hunger to someone bored in a lecture hall, scrolling mindlessly, waiting for life to begin later. The difference is not intelligence, it is urgency, and urgency creates a completely different kind of human being. Society tells you to become well-rounded, to know a little about everything so you can fit comfortably anywhere. But comfort has never created power, and balance has never created dominance in any competitive environment. Look at Michael Faraday, a man with no formal education who redefined the foundation of modern physics. His ignorance of traditional methods was not weakness, it was freedom from limitations imposed by structured thinking. While experts calculated equations, he visualized invisible forces and discovered truths they could not even imagine. The self-taught man does not aim to know everything. He aims to master what actually matters in his chosen path. This level of focus looks extreme to others, but it is exactly what creates separation from the average majority. The system also trains you to respect authority blindly, to believe that truth comes from titles, positions, and institutions. But the self-taught mind questions everything, not out of rebellion, but out of a deeper need for understanding reality. When Elon Musk wanted rockets, he did not ask permission. He learned physics and built them himself. He did not follow industry standards. He challenged them, broke them, and replaced them with something better. Because true learning is not about following what exists, it is about understanding why it exists at all. This mindset creates something powerful, an internal authority that replaces the need for external validation completely. You stop asking if you are good enough and start asking if your work is effective in reality. That shift alone makes you extremely dangerous in a world where most people depend on approval to function. Pain becomes your teacher in this process, not something to avoid, but something to actively engage with repeatedly. Every failure becomes information, every mistake becomes direction, and every setback becomes part of your evolution.